Don't know how many times I've been crossed off a list and left for dead. Guess when it first happens the day you were born? You're gonna lose count. Riddick. Hey everyone. How many times have you heard thirsty purple-pilled power-bottom PUAs, trad cucks like Jordan Peterson and his acolytes, and feminists trying to shame TFLers, incels, or MGTOW men back in marrying women? It happens all the damn time, all day, every day. We hear a litany of shaming language, such as, "You're bitter. You need to get over your anger at women. You need to get over your fear. You're afraid of a strong woman. Your fragile male ego. I'm not interested in boys. I'm interested in real men. Men are shirking their God-given responsibility to marry and support children. You're just bitter because you can't get laid." And the list goes on and on. All shaming language is an ad hominem attack. To me, and I've said this many times before, ad hominem attacks without facts are merely an admission that the attacker has no valid argument, and the ad hom itself is actually an admission of defeat. That's why I don't do cuck sports, because the participants often can't go for more than 2 sentences without leveling an unfounded personal attack against someone, because what they lack in argumentation and verifiable facts, they make up for in spurging and false allegations. That's a subject for another video. With that said, that last shaming tactic is notable and worth repeating. You're just bitter because you can't get laid. Really. What's funny about this is that over half the women I've slept with were either married or in a committed long-term monogamous relationship. I only found out after I gave them the bukkake choke slam. Further, both of my wives cheated on me, and in over 10 years of family law experience, most of the divorces I touched involved infidelity. And over half of them, both sides cheated. Now, before anyone starts whining about how I wasn't Chad enough, remember Brad Pitt and Johnny Depp. Both were voted the sexiest men alive. Both were divorce raped and falsely accused of abuse by their feminist wives. So if these men can get abandoned, anyone can. But what's funnier about the whole "you can't get laid" statement is that, and the PUA community learned this the hard way, the more a man is able to get laid, the higher his chances of being falsely accused of domestic violence and sexual assault. And the final stake in the whole "you can't get laid" accusation narrative? Well, it's this. dateanincel.com. I shit you not. Some feminists created a website called dateanincel.com. The About section of their website states, "A new dating company looking to heal the world. We help form relationships that spread a message of love and peace. Many people suffer from the negative effects of involuntary celibacy. These incels often share the same common goals as the rest of the population, a desire for acceptance, love, and community. We built #DateAnIncel to bring this minority group into the forefront of the online dating scene, providing them with a platform to be connected with regular partners." I shit you not. Now, I have no clue if this is real or whether it was created by a high-commitment troll to use as a form of entryism to obtain content for a new YouTube video series. However, if you thought that was bad enough, it gets worse. They go on to state, "If you have felt moved by the recent media attention around the incel movement and have been looking for a way to turn your romantic life into a message of hope, #DateAnIncel is the service for you. We match the attributes and interests of both incels and other site users to aim to form romantic relationships that by their very nature reduce risks that plague society." So let me translate this from retard to English. Does all the negative and fake news regarding incels scare you yet? If so, pity fuck them, and use our website to do it. Bring hope to incels, one thrust at a time. Now, the best part about this website is the admission that women are desperate for men. They're so desperate that they're making dating websites targeting incels in an attempt to lure men back into the dating market. So much for the whole "you can't get laid" narrative. So, with this in mind, How much does it cost for an average man to date a woman for a year? Well, fortunately, the Good Cuck Project tells us. Now, if you're not familiar with the Good Cuck Project, let me enlighten you. It's actually called the Good Man Project, and it's created and run by feminists to keep men cucked through feminist indoctrination. Most of their articles are cancer, including the one I'm about to cite, but their numbers here seem accurate, so I take knowledge where I can find it, because cucks, like broken clocks, can be right sometimes up to twice a day. And they state that it costs just over $12,000 a year to take a woman out on 2 dates a week in Chicago, Illinois. Simply put, if you want to date an average woman in Chicago, you're paying a woman over $12,000 to date her twice a week, with no guarantee of sex. And even if you do get laid, now you're risking false accusations of date rape, domestic violence, and all the legal drama and legal costs associated with it. Frankly, if you're an incel, for less than $3,000, the smarter move is just to purchase an adult woman's sex doll from my sponsor, The Dollhouse. You can have your own adult sex doll custom built to order. You don't even have to deal with the social awkwardness of dealing with women. You don't have to worry about her being a feminist or a social justice bigot. And you can fuck her whenever you want, as much as you want. You don't even have to worry about STDs or being sperm jacked into fatherhood and 18 years of child support for a child you never wanted in the first place. Are you into Asian women? Western women? What about blondes? What about blonde Asians? Even better, you can fuck it like a jackhammer through asphalt, and it will probably still last a year or more if you take care of it. Even if you bought a sex doll every year at full price, it's still far less expensive and a lot less drama than dealing with a modern woman in the age of #MeToo false accusations. You see, when feminism first declared war on men, marriage, and family values, and then changed the laws to discriminate against men, they never thought that men would develop a way around dealing with women as the gatekeepers of sex, beyond becoming gay, of course. However, women have had dildos, the ultimate sexual objectification of man, forever. And now that men have sex dolls, women are starting to lose their minds. Additionally, now that more and more men are realizing that feminism changed the laws to completely destroy the social contract between men and women, men are walking away from relationships. Even Jordan Peterson admitted months ago that even though he advocates for men getting married and starting families, men are still being divorce raped, and the problem won't be solved until women solve it, which means it's never going to happen, because women are now the legally privileged gender and heterosexual men are being systemically demonized across Western society. And until things change, the smart move is for men to avoid relationships, purchase a sex doll, and go their own way. If you've enjoyed this video, found it educational or insightful, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, both on YouTube and on Bitchute.com. And don't forget to hit the bell so that hopefully you'll be notified when I upload new content. However, the best way to ensure you don't miss any of my content is to periodically check my channel, both on YouTube and on Bitchute.com. You can also follow me at misandrytoday.com, gab.ai, minds.com, as well as support my work through Patreon. And don't forget to check out my sponsor, The Dollhouse, where you can find a willing sexual companion customized to your tastes for a lot less than the cost of dating a woman for a year. And of course, in case I'm targeted by YouTube, I mirror all my content on Bitchute. All the links are in the description. I'm DDJ, and this has been your dose of Misandry Today.